Hi everybody. I'm making this video because something has happened that's kind of totally blown me out of the water, and I want to make a record of it while it's still fresh in my mind. As you know from my previous videos, my car that I drive for Uber was in the shop to get a transmission repair. I could not afford the repair, and Nissan took 3 weeks to decide to fix it under warranty, despite the fact that the warranty had just expired a few thousand miles prior to the problem surfacing. I'm very thankful to Nissan for performing that repair and saving me $3,500, but it did cost me $3,000 in lost income. So that hurt, and that was bad enough. I got the car back last Thursday. I drove Thursday afternoon, Friday, and Saturday, and made about $300. I started out to drive again this morning, and at about 10 minutes after 8, I was involved in an accident as I went through an intersection and was hit by a car coming up from my right side. My car is now damaged to the point that it is not safe to drive. It is sitting in front of the collision place where I chose to have it repaired, because they can't take it onto their property until it's been cleared with my insurance, because they can't assume liability until that's done. My insurance informed me that because I was en route to pick up a rider, that my insurance does not cover it, and I have to go through Uber's insurance. I wanted to contact Uber's insurance this evening, but they are already closed for the day, so I can't even call them until tomorrow. My car could be sitting in the street where it's parked currently for 2 or 3 days before I am able to get anything done. I just don't know. I say it's drivable only in terms of being able to be moved around. They did look at it enough there at the collision place to determine that it could not be driven any real distance. It would not be considered safe because the front end appears to have been skewed over to one side. So I can't really drive it anywhere. So I have to leave it sitting where it is until the insurance companies decide what they're going to do. The whole thing bothers me because I am down so far on my income now and what I have left in the bank that I don't know that I can last 2 more weeks before my bank account is broke. And while I will have paid my bills for this month, I don't know that I'll be able to pay them for next month. So I'm once again in that position of wondering if I'm at a point where I've done everything I can do. But I'm not ready to call it that because I still haven't finished talking to the insurance company for Uber. I will be talking to them tomorrow to see what can be done, what they will or won't do. I have been told by someone that I should check with the other guy's insurance company, since it was determined that he was at fault, to see if they will cover lost wages, lost income, as part of what they pay for. Of course, I expect the answer to that one is going to be no, that they're not willing to pay for lost income, regardless of what reason I was on the road for. I'll probably end up having to talk to an attorney about that, which also bothers me because I know how these injury attorneys work. They're going to want me to claim an injury even if I don't have one. they're going to be wanting me to sue these people for more money than they're worth, just because it's the insurance company, not necessarily the people. But I mean, come on, let's face it. I sue your insurance company and I win. Guess what happens to you? Your insurance rates go up. You possibly get cut off from that insurance company because of it, and you run the risk that no other insurance company will be willing to insure you for at least some period of time because of it. So you can't tell me it doesn't impact the person who was responsible for the accident. Some people will say, well, they should have been watching what they were doing. I can't disagree totally with that, but what if the person was watching what they were doing? Right, let me give you the scenario. I was passing through the intersection on a green light when I was hit. According to the person that was driving the other car, they saw the light turn yellow, then red. They didn't give any amount of time estimate on how long it was yellow before it turned red, or if they even noticed it changing from green to yellow before it went from yellow to red. So I have no idea. I do know that I have been in situations where I got to an intersection and I was not close enough to stop, and the light changed from green to yellow to red in less than 2 seconds. Now, there's no way I could have avoided an accident if somebody had been coming through that intersection. And I knew that. I was thankful there was nobody coming through that intersection, because I would not have been able to stop in time. I was too close to the intersection at the time it turned yellow, and the time that it took to go from yellow to red was so fast that I wouldn't have had time to hit the brake. Okay, just no way. So I know these things can happen. I'm not saying that's what happened with this guy, but I can't discount that possibility. Right? I'm not able to discount that possibility. In my mind, it's very possible that could have happened. There was one witness to the accident that told the police officer who showed up at the scene that he saw everything, and that the guy that hit me did run a red light, that the light was red before he entered the intersection. So even if it was green, yellow, red, it was red before he crossed the line, therefore he's at fault, whether he was able to stop or not. I feel for the guy. And I feel for him even more because he was a very young man. I'd say 18 to 20, because I think you have to be 18 out here to get a driver's license anymore. Right? So he had to be 18 to 20, and he had a learner's permit, which means he was required to have a licensed adult driver next to him in the car. And he did. His mother was in the car with him. So he was not, and this is the words of the police officer, he was not driving illegally. Okay? Kudos to him. Good for him that he was aware enough of the law to know that he could not drive alone. Okay? I thank him for being that aware. As far as the accident goes, I don't know what to think. But I made sure that he understood that I was not angry with him and that I was not upset over this. Yes, it was an accident. Yes, it probably could have been avoided, maybe. Okay? But that's no reason to get mad. And getting angry doesn't solve anything. All it does is make matters worse. But now I'm at the intersection of walk away and do nothing, or do something that could possibly cost this guy his ability to be insured. Right? That bothers me. Yes, I would like to get compensated for lost wages and lost income, because I don't know how long it's going to take to get my car repaired, if it can be repaired, or replaced if it can't be replaced. And I'm still paying for this car. I don't think I've had it 6 months yet, or maybe just 6 months. Let me see. Yeah, I'm about 6 months into owning this car. I still have 5.5 years left to pay it off. And I'm already faced with what happens if I can't get something done fast enough. I'm not ready to throw in the towel. I'm not ready to say, okay, there's nothing else I can do. I've done everything I can do. I'm not willing, or let me put it this way, I'm not sure that it would be a good idea for me to ask that guy's insurance company anything. I think it would probably be the better idea to go through an attorney and let the attorney ask them. But I have to figure out what I'm going to do about that, because I'm not claiming any injury. Yes, my neck is a little bit sore. It didn't start getting sore for a few hours after the incident. But a sore neck doesn't mean injury. Yes, it can mean whiplash. But unless it's impacting my ability to do anything, which apparently it's not, I've been driving my other car all day, I can still look around and fairly quickly. Okay? I don't think I'm injured, but it doesn't mean I'm not. Sometimes whiplash and the effects of it, it can be days before it really hits you. So I don't know. But I'm not willing to claim an injury at this point. And I know that most injury attorneys are going to want me to claim an injury, whether I think I'm injured or not. I'm not so sure I want to do that. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's right. But I am concerned that this could be the end of me driving Uber or rideshare, period. Simply for no other reason than not having a car to do it with. There is a possibility that I might be able to get a rental that will allow me to continue driving for Uber, but I'm not going to pay for it. It's $1,000 a month, and I don't have enough to pay the first month. So, and because this accident was not my fault, I don't feel like I should have to pay for it. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Even if Uber's insurance says, yeah, go ahead and do it, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get that car without paying something up front. And I just don't have enough money left to pay anything up front. I've got to pay the rest of my bills for this month. And I don't know if I'm going to have $600 or $700 left after I'm done paying this month's bills. And I still have to eat, right? And wash laundry and take care of other things. I need to make a couple of $100 payment on my credit card so I can continue to put gas in my car. I'm just kind of up in the air right now, not sure what I should do. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. I feel like I've gotten it off my chest. I'd sure love to know what you people think. You know, leave it below in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you would do. Tell me what you think you would do. How you would handle this situation. Whether you think I'm handling it right or not. I sure would like to know. And this seems like the last video I'd want to do this in, but I guess I need to. If you haven't, subscribe, click the notification bell to get updates, and like this video. Thank you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.